Hello, my name is Chelsea Locke, and tonight I would like to discuss with you the value of paid paternity leave and why it should be offered to all new fathers. First, I want to go over the current state of paternity leave in America, help you to understand where we currently sit and what it looks like for new fathers, and then we will discuss the challenges of paternity leave, why it is sometimes not taken, and then we will go over the many benefits of offering this benefit to fathers and what the outcomes could look like. So this is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. This is my family. I'm a mother of 3 young children, and they are pretty close in age, so it's always challenging when a new one enters the world. My husband is our primary breadwinner in our family. He travels a lot and works long hours. He has a very demanding career, but we have been so fortunate that he has been offered great paid paternity leave benefits. And with each of our children, he's been able to take about 6 weeks off from his job. And it has been so important. I can't imagine what it would be like otherwise. First of all, I've had C-sections, and so having another set of hands there to help with the heavy lifting and just basic day-to-day housework and child rearing, it is something that is so important. It's hard to even imagine what it would be like without that. But beyond just those necessities and basic needs, it has been so helpful in just starting our family off on a good foot and helping to divide our household chores. He's there, so he knows what needs to be done. He's very hands-on with the children, and that is something that I don't believe would have happened had he gone immediately back to work. So the other thing I want to talk about is, the current state of things. And you would think, with the way the United States is in so many fields, right? We're innovators, we're leading the world, and you would think that when it comes to paid leave, we would be similar, right? Well, here's where we currently sit. In this list of 40 developed countries, the United States is all the way down here at the bottom. So 45% of companies in the United States do offer some kind of paternity leave. However, only 20% of men are eligible to take that leave. And in fact, 11% of men aren't even able to take unpaid leave. So right now in the country, most men are taking some time off when their child is born, but the average time is 1 week. And there are reasons behind that. Number one, if the leave is not paid 100%, oftentimes families can't afford for men to take very much time off. And there's also just cultural norms. It's always been the case that men are seen as the breadwinners. They are the primary earners, and women are more focused on the child rearing. And so men have fears that if they were to take time away from their careers, that may be viewed that they're not a team player, that they're not as ambitious or hardworking, and that it could negatively impact their career when they do return. So that is a big challenge that men have to face. However, 91% of men surveyed said that if they had the opportunity for paid leave, they would take it. So it is something that they want. It's just challenging for that to actually happen. So as far as the value of paid leave, there are so many different facets to this, but number one, it's kind of like I discussed, is the bonding between fathers and children. That can happen right from the beginning. And when you start that immediate bond, it's just so much stronger, so much quicker. So that is great. It also can help marriages. There's actually a study that it showed that families that had no paid paternity leave, 45% of the spouses were divorced within 15 years. So that would infer that it drops the divorce rate by 9%, having that time together as a family. There's also better outcomes for children. There are studies that show that their cognitive and emotional abilities are superior when they've had more time with their fathers, either through paid paternity leave or better work-life balance. There's also just the benefit to your employees, offering that good work-life balance so your employees don't burn out and they stay with you, they're more loyal. And it's also a great recruiting tool, because that's something that tech companies and these newer companies are starting to come in and offer these great benefits with great work-life balance, and it's very attractive, and it also helps you to stay at a company longer because you do still have that family, that outside life, so that you can maintain your work-life balance. So that benefit is so great. So like I said, the cost of paternity leave for a company, it may cost you an average of $7,000. But when you think of the cost of onboarding and recruiting new employees, if you are losing people because they're burned out, because they don't have time with their families, then that right there is valuable monetarily. And it's just something that also helps women. So when women have a partner that is able to take some time away from their job, balance their work and their family life, women are also given more freedom to do so themselves. So that balance shifts from the men being work, 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 and women home, 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 to where men have more time at home, women have more time in their careers. This will ultimately change our culture as a whole, because women often take time away from their careers, at least when their children are young, or they work part-time. They find ways to put their career to the side, at least partially, so that they can focus more on their children. But if they have more spousal support in raising their family, then they will be able to dedicate more of their time to the workforce, which is more money for families, larger incomes for each household, and it's good for the workforce as a whole. It's good for companies to have more strong women employees. It's good for our country's GDP. It's good all around. This is something that I would highly encourage you to look into, find ways that you could make it work to offer this benefit for your employees, because it will make your employees happier, healthier, and want to stick around with your company longer. Thank you.